The Nebraska legislature is preparing final votes on competing bills, one to install permanent standard time and another to install, if Congress allows, permanent daylight saving time. A permanent change to standard time might leave some southwest Nebraskans an hour behind their neighbors in both the central time zone and Colorado, a state that already has voted to pursue permanent daylight saving time. Telegraph reporter Todd Von Campen traveled to Keith, Perkins, Chase, and Dundee counties to talk with residents there about the possibility of a time zone island and which bill they would support.
But I'm all for just leaving it one standard, not standard, one daylight time. I'm for the daylight time.
Okay. Well, no daylight.
Longer days in the summertime for farming's better, everything.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. You just get up to the time.
Back in the old days it did, but now you've got equipment where you just sit there and let go of the steering wheel, and it doesn't matter if it's light or dark. Sometimes just let it ride out, because it usually gets voted down, and this looks like a train wreck, and I don't see how that could ever pass, and I don't see any advantages to that at all. Leave it to Colorado, I'm telling you. And I don't count Omaha.
Same time of year now, quit changing it.
You're gonna watch more sunrises.
There you go.
Once you're used to it. But yeah, I feel like more daylight hours in the evening is more beneficial to ranchers. However, I will say that throughout the winter where it gets dark earlier in the evenings, that's also nice for us, because then it causes us to spend more time at home with our family than working. But it's also nice to have more hours of the day to get things done and ranch.
It is going to be more complicated to try to keep track of all of that, I guess, on that part. But yeah. And I've lived in Mountain Standard Time my whole life too, so that's, I mean, I do like the mountain time. So that is just another thing that would make it more complicated, I guess.
Light being longer, and I hate changing between the two.
With my job, it doesn't really matter to me, honestly. I'm waking up in the dark, I'm going home at dark if some days, and then with me working at home, and I have different time zones with different people, so I'm either up early, an hour earlier than everyone else, or I'm working an hour later than everyone else. So for me, it doesn't really change much.
Already it causes issues. I mean, because where we do most of what we do, doctors, shopping, whatever, in McCook, because that's probably the closest, to consider that time zone. We're always that hour. They're an hour ahead always. And so whatever it does that would make us the same time would be good with me.
Okay.